Delhi.
Welcome to Bring Me a Baby. Today we're talking about getting pregnant in your mid-30s and 40s. I'm at In Living in Chhatarpur, and joining me here today is Dr. Kaushikvi Dwivedi. Hi Dr. Dwivedi.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here. Dr. Dwivedi is a senior consultant, an obstetrician and a gynecologist at Max Hospital in Gurgaon. Also joining me here today is Mala. Hi Mala.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And Mala, you have a son who is 7.
I do, yes.
And you're also pregnant for the second time. Okay, great. Also joining me here today is Supriya. Hi Supriya.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And Supriya, this is your first pregnancy ever?
Yes.
Okay, and you're also...
I'm in my 7th month right now.
You're in your 7th month. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Before we continue, let's have a look at some tips on how you can increase your chances of getting pregnant in your 30s and 40s.
If you're over 35 and planning a pregnancy, here's a few things you need to keep in mind. Get enough folic acid. Green vegetables, dried beans, liver and citrus fruits are all foods naturally rich in folic acid. Make sure you have enough of these along with a daily folic acid supplement. Cut the caffeine. Avoid more than 300 milligrams of caffeine per day. Know the caffeine content of your beverages. Remember that even chocolate contains caffeine. Maintain a healthy and diverse diet to get all the nutrients you need. Take at least 4 servings of dairy products and calcium-rich foods. Exercise regularly. Review your exercise program with a professional. Generally, you may continue your normal exercise routine throughout pregnancy unless you're instructed to modify it. Also, don't drink or smoke while you're pregnant or use any medication unless recommended by your doctor. The first 8 weeks are especially critical in your baby's development. Early and regular prenatal care can increase your chances of having a healthy baby.
Okay, doctor, let's define what we mean by it. And again, a lot of people talk about getting pregnant in your 30s and 40s as a late pregnancy. But from a medical standpoint, how do you define getting pregnant in your 30s and 40s?
Getting pregnant in 30s. Now that is rather a norm rather than an exception. And obviously after 35 and onwards as well, we are getting a lot of ladies these days who are getting pregnant.
Is there any such thing as being too late in terms of being at an age where you really shouldn't sort of have a baby? Obviously if you reach menopause, that's one thing, but
yes,
if you haven't and you're of a certain age, I mean, again, from a medical perspective, as a doctor, what would you recommend to patients?
Look, it is a well-known fact that as the age advances, the complications of pregnancy, both for the mother and the baby, increases.
Okay.
But then I won't say there is anything like when you can say or deny a mother the right to be pregnant. If a woman wants to be pregnant, you can never deny that right.
Sure.
Obviously, you let them know before they conceive, if they come to you for a preconceptional visit, that obviously these are the risks involved.
Okay.
But if they are happy to take the risk, I don't think there is anything like that you are too late or anything like that. I think every woman has the right to get pregnant.
Okay, Mala, so you have a son who's 7 and now you are having your second baby. So what made you decide to have a second one?
I always did want to have a second one. Sometimes things don't go the way you plan it.
Absolutely.
And I think I wanted to give maybe a 4 to 5 year gap. But then I had a miscarriage. And then finally I conceived again. So it just happened that the age gap has now become 7.5 years.
And Supriya, how about you? You are having a baby now. So what were the things that you kept in mind when you decided to get pregnant?
It wasn't so much of a plan, it just happened that way. I've been married for little less than 3 years. So a little late marriage to begin with. And I'm a career person otherwise. I've worked for 17 years. So I think like Mala said, it isn't always how you plan things. So I guess like it just happens that way.
Supriya mentioned that she is a career woman. She's been working for 17 years. So do you think there's like an increasing trend nowadays because people are more career focused, etc., that people are choosing to have babies later on? What is your perspective on that?
In older times, if a lady was 35, then what we would expect her is that she would be pregnant for 4th or 5th time. So obviously her health has deteriorated quite a lot.
Yes.
Now what we are getting is a healthy lady whose health is maintained, and we are now these days more conscious about our lifestyle as well. So obviously the risk is not as much as it used to be in previous time.
Okay, Dr. Dwivedi, is there a correlation between one's age as well as fertility levels?
Yes, there is a definite relationship between age and decreasing fertility.
Okay.
After the age of 35, there is sudden decrease in fertility of a lady, and so is the increased chance of miscarriage.
Okay. So you're saying that if you are in your mid-30s or over, that these are some things that you need to keep in mind and not get disheartened by it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, not get disheartened, but you should know it.
You should know
Be
it.
mentally prepared for it.
Okay.
And that is why I would advise any lady who's trying to get pregnant after 35 to come for a pre-conception visit to the doctor.
Okay.
And know what are the risks involved, there are good things as well.
Of course,
So all the things, pros and cons of getting pregnant after 35, to get mentally prepared.
Okay, which we will talk about in a bit.
Yes.
But in terms of sort of, if you are in that preconception period, what should you do if you are in your mid-30s, for example, or above, and you are trying to get pregnant? I mean, are there certain things that you need to do just to ensure that you can conceive and also have a healthy pregnancy?
Like any other person, to increase the chance of fertility, to decrease caffeine intake, to decrease smoking, or to completely stop it if a person is smoking. So with the alcohol, to cut down on alcohol if one is taking, to maintain a healthy lifestyle. If someone is obese, obviously your periods go haywire, you are not ovulating as regularly as if you are slim. So try to maintain low, ideal BMI, which is around 25. So that is what I would say, to maintain basically a healthy lifestyle.
Okay. All right. But you are saying that that preconception visit is probably advisable to sort of go at least do that.
Yes.
Let's now have a look at some of the prenatal testing that you need to get done when you're in your mid-30s.
Here are some prenatal tests you'll need to get done for a pregnancy post-35. Ultrasound. Ultrasounds are used to check the fetus for a heartbeat, the right location, or even the presence of more than one. Later in the pregnancy, ultrasounds are used to see how the baby is doing and to check the placenta's location